Hello, everyone. I am Abhi from Fitness, Nutrition, and Mindset, and I help busy working people to build muscle and lose fat using science based exercise routines and nutrition routines. And if you have any questions and you want to see how I can help you in your fitness goals, link is in the comment section. And I do these lives every Friday morning, 8 a.m. EST. So let's get started with today's topic. So today we are discussing about why few reasons, 7 reasons why your fat loss has stopped and what you can do about it. So let's get started with my first reason why your fat loss has stalled. The first is your calories are too high and you're not tracking it. So what happens is I was working with few of my students and they already said that, okay, they are just eating 1500 or 1600 calories. When I asked them to track it for a week, they were actually eating close to 2800 calories. So you see, you might not be tracking it and you are overdoing it. You are eating your calories like at least by 1000 more if you're not tracking it. And mostly the people fell off is during the weekends. So they track during the weekdays, but they fell off when the weekends come. They drink and they don't track all the calories and macros. And if you're eating too much, it's the equation is very simple. You will be gaining fat and your fat loss will be stopped. So so the first step will always be like monitor your calories and don't eat very high calories. Okay. So once you do it, once you determine your maintenance calories, you should be all good to go. The second point is this is the problem I have seen with a lot of people where people are eating way low. So I have seen a lot of people like they are just running every day for 1 hour and then they are just eating 1000 calories. Are they going to lose fat? No. Their metabolism has adapted and they now cannot lose more fat. The only way is that they have to start eating 700 calories, which is not sustainable. And they have to keep running more and more, which is also not possible. So if your calories are too low, like 1000, 1200 calories, you are not going to lose fat. Okay. Whoever I work with, at least with men, I don't recommend eating less than 1900 calories. So that's my absolute minimum. So if you are eating too low, determine that, get your maintenance calories and start eating more, because eating more and very close to or less than maintenance calories will help you lose fat. So that's my second point. The third point is that you don't know what you're working out. So almost 95% people who go to gym, they don't know what they're working out. They just try a few machines out. They just try a few dumbbells, bars out, and they just come out. They feel good. It's okay if you don't have any goals, but if you want to lose body fat and if you want to have a body fat percentage of 15% and below that, then you need to plan your workouts. You need to see which exercise needs to be done after which exercise, and your workout needs to change. Your workout needs to change in phases. So my workout routine that I give to my students change from phase 0 to phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3, and it's also dependent upon goals. Do you want to be a strongman? Do you want to be an Olympic lifter? Do you want to train for performance? Do you want to train for to build muscles? So based on that, my all our exercise routines change, and your workout routine should also change to have any effect on your fat loss. And also, don't keep pushing your body. You have to add or reduce volume according to what's going on in your life. So for example, last week was very busy for me, so my workout was just for a couple of days and they were just 30 minutes, two workouts. What happened? Did I lose muscles? No. I still built some muscles. I still was losing fat because my nutrition was also under control, and I controlled my volume of exercise that week, and I was working with the body. So always remember, your workouts needs to change. They needs to be phased out if you want to lose fat. Another point is a lot of people just keep boasting or keep putting things on social media that they are working out 7 days a week and that's too good. It's completely rubbish. Okay, you need a break from your exercise. You need a break for your recovery, and break and recovery is the only solution for your weight loss. You can lose fat only when you're taking right amount of breaks. So I'll tell you, me and my students, we believe in some kind what is called as deload weeks. Deload weeks is we are still pushing our bodies, but we are doing less sets, less reps with a little bit more rest in the between, right? So we are giving our body a little break and we are eating a little more. So we are doing kind of a reverse dieting. So we are feeding body more, we are sleeping more, we are walking more. And this is the phase that I recommend if you want to lose fat and you're doing like 7 days of workouts, and 7 days, even I think five or more are not going to work out for you if you have a lot of stress in your in your life, like you're working from 8 to 5. Then I think you have to take a break, take a week off, do some deload weeks, eat more, and that's the only solution. Your fat loss will start incrementally. Another point is poor health, right? This is very important. People, even if they work out for long and still they are not losing fat, the main point is that they are not prioritizing their health. Their sleep routines are completely out of whack, and they are having several nutrient deficiency. So first of all, I'll recommend to find some good functional doctor where you can get your nutrients checked, your hormones checked. Your testosterone levels are very, very important, right? The testosterone levels, most of the people, they don't know what they are at, right? And I would tell you, mostly 70 to 80% men, they have very low of those hormones, the growth hormones as well. So get them checked. Probably if it's low, then you have to work towards to increase that. Also, several vitamin deficiencies people have, they don't realize it, so get them checked. Have your sleep routine to 7+ hours. That's a very easy way to lose more water weight, to lose more fat, and keep doing it, right? So sleep for at least 7+ hours, recover well. So the good health is number one way to keep losing fat every day, every week, every month. Another point is why your fat loss has stopped is that you're not eating enough protein. And I can't emphasize this point anymore because eating protein is so important, right? So if you are having your meals, you have to plan to eat protein as first part of the meal, and then you can eat a little bit of fat and then carbs. What you will realize is at the end of the day, you will end up eating less carbs, less junk. That's what the target is, right? So don't remove anything from your diet, but I would say the first part of your meal has to be protein. Okay. So increase your protein intake. So if you are like around 200 pounds, eat around 180 to 200 grams of protein every day. And there are very easy ways that I take and my students take, that how can we increase our protein intake. There are a lot of protein sources, whether you are vegan, vegetarian, or you eat animals and everything. So there are different sources that we can plan for you. So that's one point. Eat more protein for more fat loss. Another point is you're not walking enough. Now, walking is not very adventurous, right? It's not been promoted everywhere because it just don't give you that kind of momentum, right? So, but I think the number one way of losing fat is walking 10,000 steps every day. So anyone who joins my program or me, right, I suggest if you walk 10,000 steps a day, that will lead to more fat loss if you're doing an hour of cardio every day. Okay. And on top of it, running every day is, you will be having a lot of stress on your knees and all the different joints, right? Walking, there is very less impact, right? Walking, you can easily do, walk slowly, and it has been proven that walking 10,000 steps can take you from a certain body fat percentage to 13, 12 body fat percentage, right? I have personally, and my students have personally gone from 15% body fat to around 9% body fat just by walking. Okay, they are not increased their nutrition, they're not changed their exercise routines, only change their steps from 5,000 steps to 10,000 steps, and the fat loss was incrementally increasing every week, every month. So increase your steps, walk, don't concentrate on cardio. Another point is, as I already talked about, to you, your fat loss is not going anywhere because your hormones are completely out of whack. Okay, your testosterone level are completely out of whack. They are very, very low. Do you even know what the amount or what the number is for that hormone level? If you don't, you have to talk to functional medicine, functional doctor who can help you out in figuring out like what your hormone is at, and then you can work on it to improve it. And weight training, weightlifting is one of the most natural ways of promoting growth of your hormones. So work on that, concentrate on that, and you will see great improvement in your fat loss. Another point is that you are eating a lot of processed foods. Okay, I know everyone is busy, everyone is traveling, but the one thing that you can cut off your diet is processed foods. So I'll give you an example. Right, there was a potato chips bag and a lot of raw potatoes, right? So potato chips bag contains around 5 to 6 potatoes. Can you eat 5 to 6 raw potatoes? I don't think so, right? So if you're eating chips, you will be eating like 5 to 6 potatoes in one go. Like in 5 minutes, they'll be gone, right? So that's the strength of processed foods, that they are making you fat. If you can do just one thing, do this. Remove processed foods from your diet like chips, chocolates, etc. And instead of that, eat one raw potato, right? You'll feel very satiated, and you'll be completely full. It's very good for your satiety, and you will not have any issues in your fat loss. Just avoiding processed foods is going to skyrocket. So try this out. Avoid any processed food. Make it as a rule in your life. Another thing is, you don't know how to modify macros and work for body recomposition, right? So I know it's very difficult. In my journey, initially I was just exercising, just eating anything, not monitoring anything, and my fat loss was never happening, right? So you have to learn what is your maintenance calories. You have to learn what kind of macros, carbs, fats, and protein you have to eat, right? If you're not tracking, don't know what your body behaves like. If is your body behaving good at more carbs or more fats or like moderate protein, you don't know that, right? If you don't know that, I would say around 70 to 80% you will not have any fat loss. You need to start either learning on your own or get into the group like mine, where I help my students in learning how to do body recomposition, where you're losing fat and building muscle by monitoring your body matrix like sleep, nutrition, macros, and understand when your body is performing well and take it up from there. So that's one point. Another point is the behavioral changes with food, right? So this is has been neglected for a long time. And when I say behavioral changes, right, a lot of people have very, very bad relationship with food. So whenever they are stressed out or whenever they are traveling, so they have certain things in their mind that they have to eat processed foods, okay, or they have to eat something like very sweet like ice creams or chocolates. It's not necessary, right? So that behavioral changes only comes when you work, you have accountability, right? If can keep you accountable and keep your behaviors and habits in check, that when do you need to eat what, okay? And that happens in a long term. That will not happen in a day, in a week, in a month. It takes a couple of years or maybe a year for your habits to change, for your behaviors to change. So this is the point that I have seen, that you can push anyone to do more exercise, to nutrition routine, but if you can't change his behaviors, his habits, he's still going to eat all the junk in the world and his body is not going to change. He is not going to lose any more fat. So remembering that, right, I think if you remember all these points, I'm sure your fat loss will skyrocket when and will start again. So I'll go through these. I think more than 10 points I have given you. So I'll go quickly through the summary of all these points, that how can you skyrocket your fat loss and why your fat loss has stopped. The first point was your calories are too high. Bring it down. Secondly, your calories are too low. Bring it up. Third is your workouts needs to phase out, needs to change. You need to add or reduce volume depending upon how much stress you have in your life. Fourth, you need a break for recovery, right? You need you need to take rest, you need to take some vacation, you need to take some deload weeks. Another point is you have poor health, some nutrient deficiencies, your sleep routine is messed up, get it dialed up, you lose more fat. Another point is you have to eat more protein. Protein has a good thermic effect where you lose more energy, your metabolism will go high, it will be better. You are not walking enough. You have to walk 10,000 steps a day. Your hormones are completely out of whack. You're eating a lot of processed foods. Avoid it. You don't know how to modify your carbs, fats, and protein as you're exercising, as you're going through your life. If you don't know, talk to me. And the last point is your behaviors and habits impact a lot on how your body changes or how you lose fat or don't lose fat, because 95% people or more than that, they can't sustain fat loss for more than 5 to 6 months because their habits and behaviors are very wrong. They are always looking for popular diets like keto, paleo, which never works in the long term. In the long term, only your good behaviors and good habits work. So concentrate on all these points that I told you. And I'm sure as we are also going in the holiday season, your fat loss will start. And I'm sure if you can even take 2 to 3 points out of this, it will be a life changing thing in you, in whatever you're doing right now. So, and if you have any questions and if I can help you in your fitness goals, link is in the comments. Schedule a 15 minutes call and I'll try to help you out in your journey going forward. So that's it, guys, for today. But I will be live every Friday, 8 a.m. EST. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section and I'll try to answer as many as possible. So have a good weekend and stay healthy, stay fit. Till then, bye, guys.